Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to kind of clarify a little bit. I know I catch some slack on some of the stuff I do. I know it comes across to some people as just downright ridiculous, stupid. How would you possibly need some of the stuff that I do? I understand that. I hope no one ever has to do what I do and what I've done. I don't look for this stuff. I mean, when bad things happen, I don't put myself in these situations. It's taken me pretty much all my life to come to the conclusion that that's just the way it is. Some of us, I don't blend in. I never blend in. I tried to blend in, and then blending in just doesn't work. So then I got to the point where, okay, I don't blend in. I'm just going to stand out, and whatever happens, happens. And I heard one time, someone told me, they said, God doesn't give someone more than they can handle. And I think they were referring to my God, because he seems like he's putting me up a little more each time. And this is what happens. Now, if something ever happens, no matter what, and things get that bad, I don't know where you're going to go to get some of the information that I share. It's, like I say, it's beyond what most people even imagine. And like I say, they make fun of me and stuff like that because of it. But I think it's funny, again, the ones that are ridiculing me and you know, I guess they're supposed to be professionals at this stuff, and I think it's funny because they all say all this stuff in the comfy of wherever the hell they are. And like I say, just about all the stuff that happens to me is I'm on the road. I am out of my comfort zone. And even where I'm living isn't even a comfort zone for me. And if you only knew what's going on. But like I say, it's that's just the way it is. And so the stuff I do isn't stuff that I suggest you copy. I wouldn't suggest you even do any, well, most of the stuff. Now, some of the stuff is really healthy for you. It's really good for you. But like I say, in the way of the physical actions and stuff that I do, a lot of that stuff is good for you. Now, one of the things, good and bad on my carry, I've had people say, well, you know, boy, you could fall down and get hurt. Well, yes, I could. It doesn't have any safety straps on it or anything, so it could fall out. You know, when I'm jumping over walls or rolling around on the ground or, you know, stuff like that. Yes, it could. But like I say, the carry itself is made and designed that I could have it drawn before other people even realize that the danger is approaching. And because we're right back to what I always say, I'm just about always outnumbered and outgunned. And anybody's been around any kind of time at all, they've always heard, you never mess with somebody older than you. And there's a reason for that. And even me, I I don't mess with anybody older than me. I know what I know, and it's taken me this many years. And if you had another 5 or 10 years on to me, I have no idea what they know. And I say that's why I treat them respectfully. And that's pretty much why I kind of expect the same for the younger folk. If they start messing with me, it's the same thing. I try my best to avoid the situation, but if they haven't heard about messing with somebody older than you, they're going to find out why you don't mess with somebody older than you. Like I say, a lot of the stuff I do is not safe. It's highly dangerous, and like I say, I don't suggest people do it in an everyday way of life. I've had accidents. So far, I've never hurt anybody but myself. I said before, every knife I have has cut me at least once. That's why you don't see me going out and buying new knives. Like I say, I get hurt when a knife, every knife always gets me sometime or another. So, like I say, there is a reason why I do this stuff. And if you don't understand or you can't see it, that's okay. I'm happy. I'm happy that you can't see it. Because, like I say, I'm on the very extreme. Even when I was training SWAT teams, I didn't teach them just the normal dorky stuff that they do. Mine was, like I say, hostage rescue. And I specialized in hostage rescue, and it wasn't just, you know, some guy killed somebody drunk and sitting on the bed waiting for the SWAT team to come in. I mean, I do extreme conditions, more extreme than you can't even imagine. Some of the extreme conditions that I've been in teaching and doing what I have to do in different situations. And so, like I say, what I share is not normal everyday stuff. I hope you would get a certain degree of I don't know how you say, I hate to say education, because it is educational. Now, you may not be to that level where it won't make any sense to you. I mean, same thing like me. I'm 65 years old, no job, I'm homeless in a foreign country, and how a 40-year-old would understand the thoughts that go through my mind, how they would understand a lifestyle that I would have. You know, you won't. The people and places that I go and see and interact with, you're not going to, a younger person isn't going to understand all this stuff. And a lot of older people don't. You have to be somewhat traveled to even understand how I can get in these situations and in these places. And like I say, the people that I associate with, when you stay in your own little world, you only get certain degree of experience. And like I say, I'm getting around a little bit. I had somebody say, well, you know, you don't go too far. I mean, it's just Central America and North America. And, you know, he was saying, well, I've been to Costa Rica, and, you know, and he's been all this place and all this stuff. And I said, well, that's pretty cool. You know, Cancun, yeah, I've been to Cancun. He said, yeah. Well, I drove all these places. And that's what makes the difference. I'm at the level. I have to deal with breakdowns. I got to deal with sickness. A lot of things I have to deal with that most people don't understand or realize. They don't understand why you have to pay bribes. You know, like I say, they just don't understand this stuff. Now, people that have traveled and they have got around, and a lot of times they realize it's not, to be safe, it's not always a bodyguard. Those are the people that get a hold of me. Like I say, the stuff that I've been into, a bodyguard isn't going to help. And some people just need a travel companion. And like I say, so that's the kind of skills that I have. It's not, you don't make a living, well, that way. At least I haven't been able to make a living out of being a travel companion. But like I say, I do travel companion in extreme type conditions. But like I say, I don't go to war zones and stuff like that. At least they're not on the news like a war zone. And but anyway, I want you to watch my stuff, and you'll notice some of the stuff is only up for a short amount of time, and then as a subscriber, you know where I send them after that. Other blogs, I send them the blogs, and I make them unlisted videos. I say the people that really want to learn, they keep up with my videos, and I don't want them stumbling onto these videos because it's not going to make any sense if they stumble onto them. But if you see them along with knowing my lifestyle and what goes on, you realize that I am not have anything to do with the criminal element other than crossing paths with them all the time. And so once you understand that, and then you can kind of pretty much understand that the stuff that I do, because like I say, just about all the stuff I do is for a defensive purpose. It doesn't work well for offensive, but it works really good for defensive. And I try to cover all aspects of self-defense. That's why I don't know, I haven't made any videos lately on gold and silver, buying it and using it and stuff like that, but I do have those out there. You're just going to have to start searching and looking. Some of the stuff I've been putting on blogs to try to put them all in one spot, kind of like the tomahawk stuff. I'm putting that on one blog. Everything that I learn about tomahawks, I've been putting on that. And but like I say, the knowledge on the tomahawk will apply to three-man militia. So that's why you will find a link, and you watch the links. Watch on the bottom of the videos, on the bottom part there, it'll say down there, and those links will send you to blogs. And even the blogs, I have links that will send you to other blogs. Kind of like the crappy Vietnam War stories. Like I say, a lot of the stuff, the books I've wrote, many of the videos I've made, the DVDs I've made, it all pretty much started with the intent of my grandchildren. They don't know me. I doubt if they ever will. I'll be surprised if they ever will. I missed out on that was the one part of my life I was really looking forward to. But like I say, my reality is a little different than most. I tell you, my wife having really bad sicknesses and then being assassinated, and all has just changed my life. My life just bam, just shot off. I had it all planned, how everything is going to go, but it just, sometimes things just don't quite go the way you want. So I made a lot of this stuff with the intent of my grandkids. And then as it got more in depth, I realized, well, for one thing, where I'm at, and I say just within the last just in the last year, I've almost died 3 times. And so all of this has kind of brought it to my attention that one of these days I will die. and I need to have this information out because it's good information, and if it applies to you, it'll save your life just as if it's been saving my life up to now. So and like I say, even after my death, I've got some more videos that are going to be out that will even talk about more about what's been going on, explaining to you what's going on, filling in some of the blanks that you're wondering, well, why this, why that? There's a reason for all of it, and I'll fill it all in, but it'll all be after my death. And but these are all things that that are interesting, and my grandkids, it'll give my grandkids a lot to talk about. And I say, life is good, and I try to share my life with as many people as I can. I try to cross paths with as many people as I can. I learn from other people just like other people learn from me. I say now I'm on off. I guess you might say I kind of mellowed out, but because I'm a lot nicer than I used to be when I was younger and I had businesses, and you know, like I say, I talked about it one time. I had a supper club on the state line, and it had bars, 2 bars in it, and I never owned a bar before, and I thought nothing. I don't drink, but I thought, hey, there's nothing wrong with people who drink. What's the matter with that? So that's why I took the bar. I didn't realize that drugs and drinks ran hand in hand, so I had to deal with a lot of drug dealers. I had to deal with a lot of, and being around the state line, I had to deal with a lot of really nasty people, and I like nasty. That just gave me an excuse to be nasty. So, but at the same time, my wife made me control it well. So, like I say, so I'm awful nice now. But it's been something I've worked on. And I've said it before on my videos. You act like what you want to be. And eventually, you'll reach that point. And I just kind of take it for granted everybody acts the way they want to be. So if you act nice, good. I want to watch you and I want to learn from you. You want to act like a turd? Hey, I do what I got to do with them too. So it doesn't make any difference to me. I'm having fun no matter what. And I want to keep having fun. And I want to help other people have fun, be safe, and be healthy. This is Mike, No Stress Mike.